All right. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, man. This is Hoop Take JASE, pilot episode. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, iloveyouJASE, in the building. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking forward to doing this for a while now. Finally getting things started. We had like a few interruptions here and there. Finally getting it started, though. You know what I'm saying? Finally getting this ball on the roll. Mook Knows Ball is going to be coming soon. Basically, same format. Basically, I'll be doing some solo takes on, basketball, things of that nature. And it'll be, some things are going to be news-based. Some things are going to be, just my take in general on how I look at the sport, or just my favorite things, or certain things that other people are asking me to speak on. So yeah, let's get started, man. I got the viewers to send a couple questions, so we're gonna get started with that. The first thing on the list, what effect you think them old niggas gonna have in DC? For those who don't know, if you're not worried on the Washington Wizards right now, they currently have CJ McCullum, Marcus Smart, and Chris Middleton. And me and Mook have definitely gone back and forth on that since the pilot episode of PROCONversations podcast, that we're not really sure what the hell they're trying to accomplish over there. So, yeah. I don't know. They giving out leadership to the young guys. They do have some young pieces over there. Like, I like Sar. I think Czar is a really great player, and can be a really great player. He has great potential. I'll say that for sure. A few other young guys. I see. To be honest with you, like, yeah, if they stayed over there, they could mentor them. But Chris Middleton, CJ McCullum, all three of them really are still in a position to where they still can play and still contribute to a championship team. So, to be honest with you, I really see them probably getting moved on to a new squad or something like that. Probably potentially a buyout. You keep seeing all these buyouts that are happening now with Bradley Beal, and then you see who else you see just got brought out. DeAndre Ayton, and all these other players are getting brought out of these humongous ass contracts. Damian Lillard, crazy ass contracts, and then getting split up and sent to different ways to where they basically can get on the contender right now. Next question. Thoughts on the Summer League this year? Pretty entertaining. Like the dunk we saw a couple nights ago. Was it Johnny Furphy or whatever? I can't think of his name right now. That went viral. The Bronny Cooper Flag matchup. Everyone was hype about that, and it lived up to the hype for a few moments. The score definitely didn't, for far as those two shooting percentages. But Bronny's been showing his ass. Cooper Flag's been showing his ass. I'm liking the young guy for the Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched too much of it, but from what I've actually been able to sit down and watch, it's been a pretty good summer league, pretty entertaining. Will the Rockets make it to the conference finals? Man, I feel like the way the West is currently constructed, they kind of don't have a choice, man. Like, who else is going to be beating them? That's my question. Besides OKC, like, who else has the firepower, the manpower to really take them down? You know what I'm saying? it's not really too many teams that you can say out here say that's better than, you know, this Rockets team. They're pretty damn elite. They got anything you can fucking ask for. Switchability, 3 points. They got three different styles of centers. They got playmaking. They got KD. They got KD. That's it right there. I mean, they got KD. They always gonna have a shot with Kevin Durant on the team. And most of these players are, you know, young, scrappy, young guys. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely say it's a big chance that they wind up in the conference finals. At least. Oh, man. Yo, this next question is funny as hell. All right. So, this question says, you ever got blocked by Quinton Phillips from corner 3? How did it feel? If no, TBC. So, for context, Quinton Phillips probably doesn't even remember this. He shouldn't. I mean, he had bigger moments in his life. This is just the ending for me for like playing organized basketball on a team. This was like the end of my dreams for that. I want to say it was like 7th grade at my middle school. And I'm doing basketball tryouts. That's something I wanted to do. You know, I wasn't that great at it. I could shoot threes. I could shoot. That was pretty much the only thing I could do. Like, I didn't grow up trying to work on my handle, this, that, and third. I've always been a fan of the game, but it was nothing like I was that pressed to work on my game to, you know, try to go professional or anything like that. That was just not in my heart. My heart was always in music and still is in music. So we were doing, I think it's like the first day or the second day, and we're doing scrimmages. I think it's like 3v3 scrimmages. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like we did the laps, we did all these workouts, we did suicides, we doing all this other stuff. So I'm like, we finally get the scrimmages, I get to at least shoot. So maybe I can get on the team by shooting. You know what I'm saying? That'll be my way into making it. Maybe if I make every shot that I take, I'll get a chance, you know, to make it on the team. At least make first cut. Dude, get in the corner, splash the first 3. Cool. Because nobody's expecting me to shoot. Nobody's really seeing me play basketball for us. I'm like, cool. Outside of, you know, being in PE, physical education. So, knocked that one down. Go back down the court. You know, I'm trying to play defense best I can. Was never that good at the rim. And like I said, we were playing against Quinton Phillips. Probably, honestly, if we had Quinton Phillips, we probably had Javon Walker. Few other guys that was like really elite. Like I want to say this the championship football team of my middle school at the time. So yeah, we really had some heavy hitters on that squad. And I come down, I make the second 3 out of nowhere. This time, like, they're like, oh, somebody guard this fat motherfucker. Like, yo, like, why is this nigga open? Like, he's made the second 3. So then, like, I go back down. Like, I'm finna get in the corner. This finna be easy. I'm finna make this third one. I'm really gonna have, like, Coach Bordeaux, that was the name of our coach. Coach Bordeaux is gonna have his eye on me, you know, after this third one. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I'm definitely at least getting a chance. You know what I'm saying? If I make this third 3 in a row. Nigga. That ball got to my hands. I ain't see nobody around me. I started to pull that motherfucker up before I knew it. That shit was swatted into the motherfucking stands, dog. Like on some Zion Williamson shit. Nigga, I didn't touch that ball the rest of that fucking scrimmage. Probably the rest of the damn tryouts, but I did not touch that ball. Niggas, get that shit out of here. Nigga, like, nobody was like fucking with me after that. Like a little bit of shine, a little bit of I don't know what to call it, like a little bit of fame or whatever, a little bit of attention that I had within those 2 threes was going like that. That motherfucker was not playing. Like I said, it was probably like such a small moment for him, but for me, I don't think if I'm not mistaken, I didn't try out the 8th grade year. I was just like, yeah, this shit's not for me. I was, worried about football. And like I said, music, I was in the band. So middle school band would go perform with high school and this, that, and third. So I wasn't really pressed about it. So, yeah. Thank you for bringing up that story, man. Shout out my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Next question. Thoughts on Bronny unlocking his brawn during these games? Like I said, this is back to like the summer league. Bronny's been going crazy. But some of us kind of already knew he had that in him. I mean, he's LeBron James' son. Now, I get that doesn't really mean too much. I mean, we've seen Michael Jordan's sons, be ass and out here dating his auntie and playing his fucking nose, you know what I'm saying? But this is LeBron James' son, dog. He's basically been destined for this shit. One of the best athletes we've probably ever seen and probably ever will see. And he's still active and playing at a high level to this day. And basically instilling all that knowledge and all that physical talent within his son. Not he saw it on TV and he learned it just like Bron had to. He's instilling this right directly to his descendant. Of course he's going to get some of that shit rubbed off on him. So I didn't understand like the whole outrage of him being picked at 55 and it's like all these other players that's better than him. Where are they? There's players that got picked higher than him that's not doing as great as him. What are we talking about? This is why I didn't understand like Stephen A's stance or whatever he had going on. Like he's saying, I'm coming to you as a father. Please stop this. What are you talking about? This man is going to be successful in this league, whether you like it or not. To stay on Bronny, it's another. Well, this is a LeBron James question. Is asked, is Bron getting a ring this year? I don't know. It all depends on what team he winds up going to, because, like I said in one of our episodes, we were talking about the Mavericks rumors that we've been getting. The Mavericks rumors have been going crazy, and if they can get that deal done, if it's through a trade, if they can get that trade done, without giving up too many pieces, that'd be great. If it's through a buyout, I think it's a done deal. He can get it through a buyout, and he gets added into that squad without him having to lose anything. Probably like some bench player. I can't think who would be like the sacrificial lamb in that part. But if they could do something like that, that'd be great. Like, they'll definitely be championship contender right there with OKC. But to be honest with you, besides the Mavericks, his best lane of winning a championship would be staying where he's at and building that team around both of them. I said that last episode as well. Like, I'm not understanding like the Lakers' ideology of picking one person over the other when you didn't have a full season of both of these high IQ, high level passing, high level scoring mastermind players at the same time with a team that's fully built around both of them. Like, we haven't experienced that yet. So why go away from it and cause all this unnecessary turmoil? That's the part I'm not getting, especially if all the rumors are, correct. But yeah, another LeBron question. Oh, to be honest with you, let me go ahead and say that too. That's one thing about me. LeBron James is my favorite player, but I'm not biased. These were just some of the questions I got today. It was kind of last minute. I kind of already had something lined up, but kind of fell flat. So I was like, let me add something else into it, and it's been a pretty good idea. So yeah. Anyway, who LeBron think he is at this age? That if he gets traded, it's automatic his son is coming with him. He's gonna be done, retired, and left Bronny hanging. I don't think Bronny would get traded with him if he was to get traded. Because at this point, if you've been paying attention to them and their vibe, whatever, he's like, sometimes he doesn't even talk to Bronny because Bronny's on his own thing because he's been like a dad for real. Even though he's in the league with him, on the same team with him, he's going to the G League and all that other stuff. He's not hounding him down. He's letting him grow into being his own man. That's gonna happen. That's gonna have to happen either way. You can't sit up and hold your daddy hand the whole time. You can't hold your son hand the whole time. So, eventually he's gonna have to figure it out. So I don't think he comes with him, especially knowing that would be the case. Like if he was to leave, he basically would have to leave too, and just for him to retire. And now Bronny's outside of the Lakers, and he's on this other team. So yeah, just for that very reason, I don't think that would even go down or happen. Who's the biggest what if, in my opinion? If we're talking about just like, to be honest with you, my biggest what if, like what always comes first to my mind is Len Bias. Because you basically had a championship team he would have just been joining in with, and they'd have been able to do like so many different things. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been able to transition out of the Mikal Bird Parrish, era, and seamlessly transition into the Len Bias era. And then I'm probably adding, a few pieces through free agency, this, that, and the third, and they really could add another dynasty on their hands. But, things happen the way they happen. And I really hate that they didn't. I really hate that they did happen that way. It really does suck. Drugs. Hey, I'm not a deadline, but, kids, if you're watching this, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Last question I'm seeing up here. Who's the worst NBA player? To be honest with you, I don't have a worst NBA player. I could probably give you like an archetype of who I think is worse. The worst type of player gotta be the player who just is worried about themselves, like real self-centered, to the point to where it's derailing the whole team and its morale and that third. Like that makes you a bad player to me. Unless it's like LeBron James situation or Jimmy Butler situation, and it's about money and respect and them getting paid what they've given his team. They want to be paid the correct dividends. From that aspect, I understand. But you shouldn't be the 8th, 9th, 10th man worry about your numbers. You're in the wrong position for that. You need to wait your turn, hold it down, and eventually you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Why disrupt and stunt everybody else's growth because of what you want to go do? You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. So, just a low basketball IQ, non-passing, defensive liability, lacking in size, clumsy as fuck, especially at this point in time. And everybody's talented, years and years, talented beyond probably like the last era or so. The amount of things everybody can do. But yeah, besides that, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? This has been like the pilot episode of Hoop Take JASE. We got the podcast, dropping two more episodes soon. Go ahead and get that out to you. We'll be doing and going over and in depth with KD on More Than the Game podcast, and then also probably reacting and responding to Kyrie reacting to the Steve Nash, Kevin Durant comments. Love to see that. Like I said, on Hoop Take JASE, man, you're gonna see a bunch of variety of different type of videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get across to the public, and you'll definitely be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be over here. We're still gonna have PROCONversations podcast. It's just another layer to that. You know what I'm saying? Another branch to that under this network. Pilot episode. Probably drop some of these like once a week. I'm gonna stay at it. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, I Love You, Jace, and we out.